YouTube. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. All right. We are live on YouTube. How is everybody doing today? How are you all doing today? Welcome one, welcome all to another Walking with Purpose live stream. Live from the SF Bay Trail here in beautiful, gorgeous Redwood City, California. The outside temperature gauge in my car read 69 degrees when I popped out. I can't ask for a better day. It's only 1 degree under perfect room temperature, which is what I'm trying to say. There we go. Sometimes I struggle to get the words out of my mouth because I think too fast. You know, my mind is always running like a million miles per second. Anyway, forgive me for that. Hope you're all having a great day. I certainly am. Having a wonderful day here. And Coach J-Rob's in the house with the topic. I say agreed. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Holly, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Hello, Eli and everyone. Yeah, we're going to just wait a few minutes before we get into it here today. Wait for everyone to get the notification. I feel phenomenal today. I feel amazing. I've been using a little bit of my Super Colon Cleanse lately, and it's been, boosting up the fiber in my system a bit and clearing out the colon, the gut, and the stomach. I feel nice and light and refreshed. So it's been a wonderful day for me so far. And today, this topic, hey babe. Hey all, says respectfully, maturely, and professionally. We've got 7 in the box to start things off. And 3 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up and share this out. Let's get this out to as many people as possible. Also, moderators, please make sure you're moderating the chat and squash any trolls immediately. Holly, I know you know the culprits. Babe, I know you know the culprits. And even though I'm the one running the show, I'll probably beat you to modding anyways. But mods, please try to pay as close attention as possible today because this is a very touchy subject for the trolls. And the trolls are primarily the people I'm going to be talking about here today. It's a lot of these middle-aged men that, need to focus more on themselves and bettering themselves and loving themselves, right? Working on themselves to become the best version of themselves they can be instead of shaming other men, right? And they shame other men like me because, humbly speaking, they want to be me. Or they're projecting, right? That's all it is. That's all it boils down to. And if you want to just take that piece of advice and say, hey, Eli, have a great day, got to run. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, I just said it all in a nutshell. But there's a lot more to it. We're going to dissect it. We're going to dig deep into it. And we're going to try to help more men turn their lives around. We're going to try to help more men turn their lives around. And I've been picking a lot on men in 2022 and a lot less on women because I'm seeing more and more nowadays that the problem, I'm not saying women don't contribute to any of the problems in the modern world, they do, but it's more so the men and how the men are showing up or a lack of how they're showing up, right? And then when you call these guys out, especially out here on YouTube, right, they come and they troll you and they call you derogatory words. Like one they call me that rhymes with Chuck. You know what that word is. And if you're new here, don't worry about it, right? That's all these guys are so pathetically weak that all they've got is YouTube and trolling someone they wish they could be like and calling him a derogatory word that rhymes with Chuck, right? My new word for a man that watches his woman sleep with another man is going to be Chuck. We're just going to call it Chuck. We're no longer going to call it C-U-C-K. We're going to call it Chuck, okay? You're a Chuck. Now watch everyone start to dub me on that now. Hey, everyone, this is Chuck Eli. Chuck Eli, right? Yeah. Anyway, let me see here. Holly's got the eyes for trolls. We got 11 in the box here. Now back down to 9. So some of you stopping by to thumb me down because you're an unhappy, insecure, and pathetically weak man. I mean, honestly, the more you thumb me down, the weaker you are. Right? You're never going to become a real man and show strength by thumbing someone down that's calling you out to try to help turn your life around for the better. Right? So come on in and thumb me down all you want, because that's just a further sign of severe weakness and lack of masculinity, right? Now, I'm not saying all men are like this. Obviously, not all men are like this, but an abundance of men nowadays lack masculinity, lack emotional strength, lack emotional self-control. They lack security. They're very insecure, right? And if we're going to translate it to the modern world where you guys can understand it, you have no balls. You have no balls, right? Maybe physically you do, right? But, figuratively, you have no balls, right? Because men with balls, figuratively speaking, that is, wouldn't do the stupid shit they do nowadays. Or at least they would try to turn their lives around by listening to other strong, secure men that are truly trying to help uplift them to a better place. Got some people coming on the trail. I'm going to pull on off to the side for a second here. Look at how beautiful that is. You got some red in there. You got some green. You got some water. This is fantastic. I had a feeling you would be here for this one, Coach J-Ron, because this one hits home with you too. Because you've dealt with some real winners out there that claim to call themselves men, right? Holly's Hauntings and Happenings says, one of my sister's ex-boyfriend's name. Oh, Chuck. Oh, his name is Chuck, actually? That's phenomenal. Babe, you've been watching Burn Notice. You've been binge watching Burn Notice, the show that used to be on USA almost 10 years ago is when it was first released on USA Network. And Michael Weston, played by Jeffrey Donovan, his best friend is a guy named Sam Axe that used to be a former Navy SEAL. And being a Navy SEAL, there are very few Navy SEALs out there, only like 2,000 to 3,000 of them. Like those are the men of all men. If you're a Navy SEAL, you are in an elite group of men unlike anything else. Strength, dignity, pride. Navy SEALs can hold their breath underwater, I think, for like 4 or 5 minutes. Like Those are the real men, right? Sam Axe was a Navy SEAL. But Sam Axe, whenever he goes undercover, he likes to go by the name of Chuck Finley, right, baby? Chuck Finley. So you mentioning that you have a your sister's ex-boyfriend is Chuck. Holly says we called him Chunky Chuck for obvious reasons. Oh, so he had a little extra around the tummy. Is that what you're saying, Holly? Because he wouldn't get out every day and take walks like I do. Respectfully speaking, that is. Chunky Chuck. No disrespect to you, Chuck. Anyone can change their physique at any time. You just have to want to make that change. Here's the thing, folks. The bottom line about life is this. You can accomplish anything you want to accomplish in life. You can change anything about yourself in life as long as you put your mind to it and focus on it and stay consistent towards your goal. For most people, it's just taking that first step. And, you know, from what I've been seeing the past couple of days, again, I'm very proud of one of our moderators here, Casey from Texas, finally started taking walks and got her man involved. And her fear was, you know, asking her man to go walking with her after a hard day of work, because her man works in a very strenuous type of environment. Okay. How you doing? Good to see you. That's my buddy. That's that older man. He's in great shape for his age. He's in real good shape for his age. I don't know why you got timed out, J-Rom. I don't know. I'm sorry about that. Future timeouts will only be 15 seconds. I give up. Nightbot hates me. No. Just so you know, J-Rom and everyone else, unless you're a moderator, you bypass this. For any non-mod, the word drama is a naughty word. So if you say the word drama, even though it's not really a bad thing to say, the word drama is blocked. It'll get you timed out. And there are a few other common words that are a part of a string of words that I've had to block temporarily, which is why I reduced the timeout, the future timeouts, to only 15 seconds. So yeah, don't worry about it, J-Rom. Just keep typing, you know. Future, you know, mishaps with Nightbot are only 15 seconds, so you're not going to be timed out that long. Hey, Eli says, Casey, hey, RMP. Yep, fixing to go on my walk as soon as my man gets here. Great to see you here, Casey. I'm proud of that old man out there. He's getting it. What old man is that? Oh, you're talking about the guy that just passed me by. Yeah, that dude's probably like in his like 70s. This dude, he walks the trail every day. He's a really decent guy. He's a nice guy. He's a good guy. I mean, shit, if I look like that at 70, damn. My woman will probably still bang me if I look like that at 70. And I still want to get laid at 70, so, baby, I'm going to keep taking care of myself, all right? Shit, I'm going to be 49 in just a few months. Time flies when you're having fun, right? The one that ran past you a few minutes ago. Yeah, I figured that out. Sorry, Casey. I'm on the fly here. Casey, good job. I'm going to start walking also. And Casey says, that was Holly saying that. Casey says, you should at Holly. I felt so much better since I started doing so. J-Rom says I did 20K steps and spent an hour lifting weights, but that's a 6-day-a-week thing. Right. See, that's a man that takes his fitness seriously. Holly says, oh my, LOL. Casey says, bah ha ha ha. I think she probably will. My stepdad looks 50 and he's 72. Well, look at guys like Tom Selleck. Oh, I forgot to mention, my lady and I saw Top Gun Maverick the other night. And I got to say, Top Gun Maverick is one of the best damn movies I've seen probably in the last 20 plus years. Well done. And Tom Cruise, who I believe is now 60 years old, still looks like the same Tom Cruise. I mean, he still looks good. And it was nice to see Tom Cruise back in a role that we loved, that he used to have in the 80s and early 90s. And then Tom Cruise flipped out for a while. He did roles like a movie called Magnolia or something like that. I can't remember what it was called. He did some really weird flicks that didn't get him much traction, right? But it was really nice to see Tom Cruise come back and being the real Tom Cruise, right? Hearing the Top Gun anthem, the theme song. Yeah, same song. They even played some Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone in the beginning. That was great. Highway to the Danger Zone, right? Got to take a ride into the Danger Zone, right? I got to tell you, that song by Kenny Loggins, Danger Zone, whenever I'm going places with my lady, it always comes up in my Pandora. And she started getting sick of hearing it. But she's like, it made perfect sense for the movie. Danger Zone on my weightlifting playlist. Yeah, great song. Be careful with Tom. He jumps on couches, LOL. Yes, Top Gun was a great movie. Tom Cruise is a hottie. So Casey, if you were single at your age, you would still bang 60-year-old Tom Cruise right now? Oh, and Jennifer Connelly. Damn. I think she's like 52. My woman looked it up. Jennifer Connelly. Damn, she still looks good. Whew, man. If I was single, I'd be tapping that myself. My baby's in love with Buster Posey. But yeah, Jennifer Connelly. Whew. Johnny Depp would be my choice. Yeah, keep him away from Amber, right? I mean, yeah, why not? As long as he can keep up with a 35-year-old, LOL. Well, Casey, you're being very nice. What you're trying to say is as long as he can get it up at 60, it's all good, right? As long as he can get it up and keep it up, right? Yeah. Yeah, great movie. Great movie. I rewatched the entire Cobra Kai series. Oh, okay. Buster Posey's a hottie too. Ew, no Johnny Depp, LOL, says Casey. Casey, you and my woman have similar taste in men. That's all good. But it's far beyond just the physical attributes and all that. It's the personality, the way the man carries himself, right? We're going to talk more about that here today in just a little bit, but we've got a pretty active chat right now, so we're going to be taking some time to respond to questions. Let's see. I own a gym and I am a fitness coach, so I have to maintain my image. Absolutely. You got to lead by example. That's a good way to do it. Well said, J-Rom. Let me see. But yeah, I was saying exactly, LOL, says Casey. Like I was saying before we got sidetracked here, Casey, I'm very proud of you, and so is everyone else, including my lady. You know, you took that first step. You were afraid to bother your man because he has a very strenuous job. He works hard, and you want to respect him at the end of the day and let him rest. And all you had to do was ask. And now he comes on the walks with you, right? Because your man knows. See, this is the thing. Like, what a lot of people don't understand is it's not all about looks, but looks do matter to a certain extent. Looks do matter. Like, look, if my woman gained 100 pounds or I gained 100 pounds, we would both lose attraction for each other. I mean, I love her. I'd still be with her. But it would be about, baby, you're going to come and hit this trail with me every day, and we're going to get back into shape, not just for the looks, but for the health aspect, right? So again, it's not all about the looks, but looks do matter to a certain extent, right? And see, Casey, your man is smart. It's like he's thinking to himself, look, my woman's 35, she looks good. But if if I can get her in really good shape, as she gets older, she's still going to look good. Because here's the thing. No disrespect. This is the truth. This is the truth. Ladies, you know this, you've heard this, and it's biology. You know, men age like fine wine. And ladies, you tell me, Casey, you tell me, babe, you tell me, Holly, ladies age like what? Come on, tell me before I have to say it and get scolded, right? Men age like fine wine, and women age like what? Somebody, anybody. It's a product I'd like to eat a lot of. It's dairy. Come on. My hubby knows I have a crush on him since age 13. So men age like fine wine and women age like cheese. Now, here's the thing. It all depends on how well a woman takes care of herself. Because, let me tell you this, I'm seeing women now in their 40s and 50s and even in their early 60s that are in better shape and look hotter than 20-year-old women that are really thick and plumpy and juicy. Oh yeah, I got a big juicy booty, right? It's the size of Alaska. I got big booties, you know, and I got a lot in the middle too. I'm thick and plump and juicy, right? And some guys like that, I get it, right? But it's not the healthiest thing, right? But as you get older, even if you look okay in your 20s being thick and plumpy and juicy, as you age, it doesn't work, right? As you age, you got to be in good shape. So seeing Jennifer Connelly at age, 52? Looking the way she did in the movie Top Gun Maverick, I'm like, God, Jesus, man. That should be the example of where all women should be at. LOL. Oh, so I bet work this ass off quick then? Is that what you're saying? No, I'm not saying that. And it's not about getting rid of ass or anything. It's just about, it's more about, you know, midsection. It's more about having more muscles, being a little more toned. Look at J-Lo. J-Lo has a big ass and she's in great shape. You can have a big ass as long as you're in good shape, right? I know you're messing with me, Casey, and that's all good. Most men don't mind a big ass, and you know, I'm not that particular. It's more about the overall body shape and the strength that you have and having more muscle. And getting rid of the midsection, you know, all of that excess fat. There are women out there that have buns of steel. They have big butts, but they're like tight, right? No disrespect. It's about being a little more tighter than jiggly, right? And I'm not saying for me that women have to be extremely tight and in perfect shape. Little jiggle is okay, but excessive jiggle is just not healthy and doesn't look good also. Health is the most important thing, says respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Right, babe? We got 14 in the box, 6 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here today. We'll get to the topic here in just a little bit. We've got a pretty active chat, so we're just engaging right now. How's your day going, babe? What's been going on with you? I already missed you, baby. I can't wait to see you on Friday. You're getting everything done. I'm getting everything done. And it's all good. And you got darts tonight. So I'll probably do a live stream later tonight on Coach Eli 2, more than likely, while my lady's at darts. Casey says, yes, of course, I'm kidding, LOL, and yes, that's what I'm working on, tightening up exactly at respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Yeah, because here's the thing, Casey, like, you're still young. Honestly, Casey, you're still young. You're still young, you're in your 30s, you're in your mid-30s. So you're going to still look decent even with some extra on you, right? But as women get into their 40s, if they have that extra, it doesn't work. It doesn't look good, right? And what I've noticed with, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, what I've noticed with women as they age, right? Because women will get wrinkles, right? And so will men, right? But it's more apparent with women, right? Women will get wrinkles, but if you're in really good shape and you're more toned and tight, it gives your body the appearance of fewer wrinkles because you're tight all around, right? You have a tighter face. A lot of people don't realize that, when you gain weight, right? When you gain weight, it first basically goes to your extremities, goes to your face and your arms and stuff. So when you lose weight, that's where it comes off first, and the last place it typically comes off is in your stomach area, right? So when you're overweight and your face is a little more puffy and you're older and you've got wrinkles, the wrinkles are more apparent. But when your face is tighter, right, it looks good even without makeup, in my opinion. So yeah, and the thing is, it's interesting to me. Like, I would have probably dated a woman up to about maybe 3 to 5 years older than me, but nothing older than that. Typically, I prefer to date women, 1 to 7 years younger than me. My woman is like a little over a year younger than me. But when I was single, in my 40s, anytime I was single, right, there were women 10 to 15 years older than me that were hot and looked good, and they wanted to date me. And I just couldn't do it. Like, I just, like, I want somebody more my age that I can relate to things with, right? They were sexy and all that, and I probably could have gotten some action, but that's not me, right? I didn't want to just date these women for like a couple weeks or a month just to bang a hot cougar, right? I'm not into the cougar shit, Some guys are, I'm not. But anyway, I digress. I think that says it all. Good getting nails done. Awesome, baby. Nice RMP, says Holly. Casey says, I'm not a huge fan of makeup. Personally, I hardly ever wear it. It has to be a pretty special occasion, but I've always been that way. I was blessed with pretty nice skin, thankfully. That's good. I tell my lady the same thing. My lady looks good without makeup, but she likes to wear makeup. It's one thing for women to dye their hair. I think they should do that because, you start getting your late 30s, early 40s, you get gray, right? Just like my beard. I'm almost 49. And you look at my beard, it looks like I have no gray, but I use Just for Men. Right? I've been using Just for Men for like the last 7, 8 years. I don't have a whole lot of gray, but you can tell if I don't use Just for Men. And I do that for myself for a couple of reasons. Number one, it looks good, keeps me looking and feeling young, and also using Just for Men softens my beard. So when I'm making out with my lady, it's not like an abrasive sponge, the back end of an abrasive sponge scratching her face. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I definitely dye my hair. Although I've been doing that a long time. Well, women dye their hair even when they're like teenagers. They change their hair color. But as women get older, when they get gray, they do it to cover up the gray. I get that. You know, it's all good. I get that. All right. Give me a second here. All right. Casey says, just for men, makes your beard softer. LOL, good to know. Might have to tell my man that. Oh, does your man's beard scratch your face when you're making out with him? Yeah, you know, when I was under 40, that was the biggest complaint I would get in my relationships. Your beard is too scratchy, right? And when I started using Just for Men, I stopped hearing that. And I'm like, I read about it. It softens your skin. I mean, it softens your beard. I mean, my dad was not great. 75. I got his genes. Was not great. Sorry. You got his genes? Yeah, but I love his beard. I won't let him get rid of it. It's sexy, huh? Men that have beards are sexy, right? The goat. Let me ask you this, Casey, because you're the youngest one here. Goatees are out. I used to have a goatee until, you know, I was like 39 or 40. And then I'm like, shit, I need to change because this goatee shit is not in anymore. And then beards came back, right? Like in the 70s, it used to be those remember the Tom Selleck Magnum PI mustache, right? That's definitely out. The Tom Selleck mustache from Magnum PI in like the 80s, right? The 70s and the early to mid 80s, right? That's out. Then goatees were in like the 90s and part of the 2000s, and now like the last 10 plus years, beards are back in. I think beards are here to stay. Especially for bald men like me, you know, that weren't blessed with the greatest hair, and we shave our head. We put the focus on our beard, right? Right? And it's not like overcompensating or compensating or whatever, maybe you can call it that, but that's the right way to do it. That's how I do it. I'm like, okay, I don't have the greatest hair. I shave my head. I'll grow a beard. As I get older, I'll use Just for Men. It's all good. You take care of yourself, right? Oh, yeah, I love a nice, well-kept beard. Yeah, absolutely. Got 12 in the box, 6 thumbs up. Thank you to everyone for being here. Please smash the thumbs up. Please also share this out on your community tabs. Share it on social media. If you already haven't done so, please subscribe, bang the bell, select the notifications here on Coach Eli 2 authentic live streams. You need to be subscribed in order to chat. Once you subscribe, you can chat right away as long as you follow YouTube's community guidelines and my channel guidelines that you'll see the first time you chat here after subscribing. Also, make sure you subscribe to my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias, Melas. More content will be coming to that channel very soon. I've just been catching up on rest and haven't had the chance to create that much content. I did put, or that much content on that channel. I did put out a YouTube short a few days ago. Didn't get me shit for views, but that's okay. We'll try again. So more content will be coming to that channel as well. And who knows, I may even do an occasional live stream from my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias, Melas. So you're going to want to be subscribed over there. Nightbot's been sharing the link every 7 minutes in the chat. It's also below in the description for those of you on the replay. A couple lines down, or just go to youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. That's youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. That's really the chat today has been really nice. I really appreciate the people that are here. And for the people that are here, please make, your friends and other people that you know aware of what my lady and I do here on both channels. If you feel they would get great value, we're looking to connect with more good people. We have a lot of great things coming up. We're going to be working with Tam, Ms. T from Australia. She wants to start live streaming again. She stopped live streaming because of trolls, and I said, you know what? I'm the troll expert. I'm not only the troll magnet, I am the trolling expert of YouTube. So trust me, we will help you overcome it. We can help moderate your channels. We know how to moderate trolls. We're experts at it. I've been dealing with this shit for over 5.5 years now, so I do consider myself to be a troll expert. And like I've said before, if I wanted to be an actual troll, I would troll the shit out of everyone. No one would know a thing. I'd be the best damn troll on the internet and would never get caught. But you want to know something? It's not in my heart and soul to be that way. It's one thing to be capable of doing something. It's another thing whether you do it or not, right? And sometimes people do things that, ride the lines of morality. They do things even though they know what they're doing is morally wrong. They're doing it because maybe they feel like they don't have another choice, right? And maybe one day those people will learn to look at things in the way that I look at things, my lady looks at things, and many other people, many other good people, things. They will, do things that are more so morally right, meaning that they will value their morals over money instead of money over their morals, right? And that's the problem we have nowadays with many people. They value money over morality, right? And when you value money over morality, it might get you a little bit further ahead initially, but in the long run, you're going to lose, right? In the long run, people that are morally wrong or doing things morally, right in the line, right? They're going to lose. That's just the truth of the matter. Look at Donald Trump, for example, right? Like, the government is more so closing in each and every day on, getting Donald J. Trump. Donald J. Trump's going to go down. Donald J. Trump is going to be used as the example of what not to be, right? And you know what? There's a bunch of people. There's about 25% of the U.S., the alt-right, and maybe a few others that support Donald Trump, right? Right? But you support Donald Trump, in my opinion, because, no disrespect, most of you are uneducated and have had to do things you really didn't want to do to survive, right? Right? Because you felt that you weren't capable to do other things that most of us do to survive, right? So you relate to Trump, because you're doing the same shady shit that Trump's done to get ahead, right? And that's why you respect him. See, those people have no morals, right? Those people have no morals, values, and ethics. And everyone, in my opinion, and I've seen this happen time and time again over the decades of my life, everyone that rides the line of morality and rides the line of ethics, right? That pushes it beyond, right? They pay the price in the end. Donald Trump, you're next, right? I'm not going to talk any more about it because I'm not a political channel, but, the tapes that were released yesterday. Wow, the incitement. How much more proof do they need to bury this guy? There's more and more proof. There's an ungodly amount of proof. It's all going to come to an end soon. Let's see what happens. Will he be convicted? Yeah. Will he do jail time? Probably not. Because people like Trump, know people in high places that will take care of the situation. Or what they'll do, this is what I think they'll do regarding Trump. If Trump gets convicted, they'll say, okay, you got two choices, Trump. You can do 20 years in prison, and if you're still alive, you can run for president, or you can avoid prison by permanently withdrawing from ever running for any government office ever again. I think that's what people more so want. That's what I want. I never want a guy like that to come into office again. It'll destroy our country. It'll be over. It'll be over. Because in essence, you're going to have a bunch of nut jobs projecting their insecurities, saying that my way is the right way, and everyone else's way, the liberals are horrible, and this and that, and blah blah blah. This is not about liberals versus conservatives or anything like that. This is about doing what's right, regardless of your political party preference. But these people are so whacked out in the head on the alt-right that they feel that it's either their way or the highway. No other way works, right? And they feel that no one else is entitled to an opinion besides them. Yet they always, when they come at you, and you basically defend yourself, they're like, well, you're getting mad. It's just my opinion. Well, you don't value my opinion, so why should I value yours? Right? They're big hypocrites because they're insecure. They're insecure and mentally and emotionally unstable people. It's primarily the men. And that's what we're going to talk about during the second part of the show. My man's a little longer than yours, but not too long. I love it. Okay. Yeah, does he have like the Jesus beard? Hey, Lewis Fuller, how you doing? Does he have like the one where you could like pull like right here a little bit? Yeah, I just wanted a nice, clean, sophisticated beard look. I'm not into the overly gothic type of beards. Maybe your man's more into the goth type of thing, but I'm not. I'm into just, having a nicely trimmed, clean, well-groomed, well-managed beard. And I do mine all myself. I don't go to any barber shop or anything. It takes about an hour to do it. I do it every typically every 10 to 14 days I'll do it. After about 8 or 9 days, it starts to get pretty long. So every 10 to 14 days, I'll trim my beard and use more Just for Men. I would do it more often, but it takes a lot of time, and Just for Men is pretty expensive too. So you got to find your balance. That morning was pretty nice. What morning was pretty nice, Lewis? How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. So let's get right to it. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition, live from the San Francisco Bay Trail here in beautiful Redwood City, California. It's about 70 degrees right now. Nothing but clear skies. Beautiful sun. Like if I do a 360, there ain't a cloud in sight. Well, maybe a few that are just kind of like just barely hovering. But this is a clear freaking day. It's a beautiful, clear day. In Texas, all right, that's cool. 61 degrees in Texas, that's nice, Lewis. Not bad. Not bad. Not really that cold, but not that hot either. This is episode number 390. Episode number 390. 10 more to go until the very special 400th episode. And the topic today is one that's going to upset many middle-aged, pathetic, weak men, especially those that are on this platform, because they've been pulling the same shit for years, and we're going to talk about that here today because it needs to be talked about. The topic is men need to focus more on bettering themselves, and they need to focus more on themselves than shaming other men. One more time. Men need to focus more on themselves than shaming other men. I've never seen so many weak, pathetic, immature, and insecure men as I have over the last 5.5 years that I've been doing full-time content on YouTube. Now, does that mean this is the only place where they're at? Is this a new revelation, or has this been going on for a while? It's been going on for a while. Because I'm going to start off by saying, can you folks still hear me? Sorry, I just bumped my microphone. Let me know if I'm still going through. Hear you fine. Thank you, Casey. Thanks, Lewis. When I was younger in my teens and my 20s, especially my early to mid 20s, I would always focus more of my attention trying to put down other men that I perceived to be better than me. Give me a second. I have an itch on my nose, so I'm switching cameras for a second. But I didn't realize I was doing it back then. Basically, I had friends and I would work with other men that were in a better place than I was in many aspects. And I would always try to find things to say that would knock them down a few notches, right? And I always felt like, I always felt subpar to them. And that made me come off, and I was weak, needy, desperate, insecure, right? I had no self-love, no self-belief, no self-respect, right? But see, back then, I didn't know what I know now, right? Hey, GLM, how are you doing? Hey, Eli, I hope you're having a good day. I am. Lewis says the allergies are kicking ass today. Yeah, I took my Allerfex, which is the Kirkland Costco brand of Allegra, made by Allegra. Better price. Let's see. He 4E2. Did you mean to say he too, baby? Yes, mine too, at Lewis Fuller, says Casey. Hey, at GLM, says Casey. GLM, Holly, thank you for swinging by my stream. Much love. Hi, Holly. Hi, GLM, says Holly. Casey, hello. Happy face emoji, says GLM. She doesn't want to get timed out. You can do an emoji. GLM, the timeouts right now are only 5 seconds for the first infraction and 15 seconds for future infractions. So just be you, and if you get timed out, you'll be back in 15 seconds or less. I think she meant to say here too. Here. Okay. Okay, thank you for the assist on that, Casey. Because when you're, like I was saying a second ago, when you're younger, Lewis, always good to see you. Oh, by the way, GLM, not that I want to get involved. I don't want to make anybody mad. You know, I've been staying out of this Scotty drama. And my thing is, you know, I just really wish that everybody would stop making comment on Scotty and understand that she's going through a lot. And yes, she is lashing out. And yes, she is. Look, she's basically doing what I used to do on YouTube. So I can't blame her for it. We've all gone through that rage after going through a breakup, right? When the veterinarian, you know, cheated on me and we split up, you know, we split up about, maybe 6 months before I started my first YouTube channel 5.5 years ago, maybe almost 6 years ago. It hurt, and it put me in a pretty shitty emotional state. And when I first came out here on YouTube, I was trying to run a professional business, but I started lashing out, so I understand what Scotty's going through. And GLM, I gotta tell you, you hit the nail on the head. You hit the nail on the head. It is because of her, you know, divorce. You know, now she doesn't have her man, and it's basically, you know, making her, you know, act out. I get it. Sorry, GLM, you're timed out for 5 seconds. Can you say that again? You're using the blocked word. Nightbot says, I don't know what block word you use, but if the word drama is blocked here, GLM, just so you know, the word drama is blocked for the time being at least. Yeah, and future timeouts are only 15 seconds. So just say what you got to say. If you get timed out, come back and try to not use the word you think was blocked. Update, RJ's family just put the hurricane shutters on the windows. Wow. GLM was timed out for 15 seconds. I don't know if I don't think I blocked the word Scotty here. Don't even say Scotty, just say she or whatever. I don't know what it was, GLM. Good thing I lowered the restrictions on Nightbot, because you'll be back any second. Good gravy, LOL. She didn't use the D word. Casey, you don't have to worry about Nightbot. He can't moderate moderators. You can say whatever you want. Moderators bypass the block words list. And if they screw up too often, I'll just remove them myself. But I trust my mods. She said, I don't think anyone is talking about her anymore. Well, people have been talking about her. And it's not even the fact that they're talking about her. It's like she's been talking about other people. She's been lashing out. And I think people need to just ignore her and give her space. Let her do her thing. Let her talk all the smack she wants to talk about, because she doesn't actually mean it. She's going through stuff. People need to understand that, right? We've all gone through it. And, you know, Scotty, I wish you the best. Hopefully, you know, things turn around for you. Hopefully, you know, I miss John Tuttle, you know, Troll of the Century, Jonathan Tuttle, JT Thundercock channel. That was a great name. One of the best YouTube usernames I've seen in a while. JT Thundercock. I just hope all those people can come back when they're ready and create some great content. Some great non-drama centric type of content. At least not the last few days since stuff popped off. I'm not aware that anyone is talking about her anymore. Maybe what you saw was old. No, you're probably right. Because even though I tell YouTube to not recommend me certain things, sometimes they do, and they recommend me stuff late. Or you know what it is also, GLM? You know, we've got so many channels. I mean, I've got my 2 monetized channels, and then I've got other channels that I have too. And when I switch through accounts, I get recommended, you know, some shit that I've told my other accounts to not recommend. GLS was timed out for 15 seconds. We're using the blocked word. At least it's only 15 seconds. This is funny. This is hilarious, you know. Anyway, so like I was saying, you know, when you're younger, you know, when men are younger, most men are going to go through what I went through. Typically, it'll happen to guys nowadays in the modern world. You know, when you're in your teens and early to mid 20s, you're still trying to find yourself and figure yourself out, right? You're trying to become a stronger, more secure man. You're building your finances, your stability, right? You're learning to become emotionally stronger, right? You've probably gone through a few breakups and started to figure out that what women are looking for isn't just a really overly nice guy. It's a good guy, but a good guy that takes care of himself. A good guy that has self-love, self-respect, has confidence, but is not conceited, right? Is more of a little bit in the cocky, playful, funny realm. Not a big freaking sissy or an arrogant, pompous ass. A well-balanced man, right? A man that's not going to put a woman on a pedestal, but also a man that's not going to degrade a woman. A man that's going to treat his woman well, within reason, and then in respectful ways, in the way she respects him too, right? Because respect is a two-way mutual street, right? When you're younger, you don't know that. You just, no matter how well your parents teach you, like my parents taught me, you know, you got to figure that out on your own. Your parents are going to take you to a certain point. Your parents will raise you to a certain point and try to teach you how to be the best man or woman possible, right? Leading by example, right? But after that, you know, as you get into your later teens and early 20s, and you're on your own in the real world, you still have to figure shit out. But by the time most men hit their mid to late 20s or early 30s, they figure it out. And they start to become real men, just like I did. I'll tell you, I was always a good guy. It was always fun to be around. But I wasn't as strong and secure and self-confident as I am in myself today. I didn't get there. I didn't start getting there until my early 30s, about 18 years ago, almost 19 years ago. All right? And that's how things go nowadays based on how the modern world is, right? That's normal, right? But what is happening with most men nowadays? Most men now, I keep talking about the millennial generation, right? No disrespect, GLM. Maybe you're one of the exceptions to the millennial rule. But you're also female. I'm more talking about millennial men. Because the millennial men right now are hitting the middle age, right? Like, I'm a middle-aged man, and millennial men are aged 25 to 40, so they're starting to hit, you know, their middle age, you know, area of their life, or maybe hitting a midlife crisis, right? And what I'm noticing is, you know, a lot of these men that are aged 35 and older, and it's not just the millennial men, even some Gen X men like myself that are 41 to 55 are behaving like the millennial men. I'm not saying it's just millennial men, it's Gen Xers too, but it's become more of a trend. And the numbers have increased significantly with the millennial men. These millennial men are still behaving like they're teenagers or in their early 20s, right? Or I'll just say teenagers, right? You correct me if I'm wrong, babe. Do you just notice a lot of these middle-aged men, whether they're older millennial men, let's just say men 35 to 55, do you notice a lot of these guys behave like teenagers, right? And there's a reason for it, right? And they can turn it around, but there's a reason for it. We'll get to that in a second. Nightbot is a hater, says respectfully, maturely, and professionally. GLM says LOL RMP. Yes, they do. More specific, Holly. Lewis, Nightbot ain't treating me right. LOL, GLM, you have. Casey, no worries. I have been battling Eli's Nightbot for years. That particular individual, she doesn't deserve any of my attention. She said, I don't respond. So she said, I don't respect grown people doing those kinds of things to people they consider friends. Okay. GLM, I'm 29. Does that make me millennial? It does. But you're not 29. And you could play, listen, GLM, we'll play that game. GLM, what are we going to do to celebrate your 40th? That's coming soon. It's a few years away. What are we going to do? Did she get timed out again? Oh, no, Sandra. GLM is fine. We're good. You can unban her. Sandra did not know. Sandra Palacio, it's okay. Sandra, we're good. We're good with GLM. GLM was unhidden by Holly's hauntings and happenings. I'm trying to keep up with this on mobile. It's not easy. No, Sandra, we're good. It's all good. Sandra, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Say hello, Palacio. Yeah, no, that's okay. Don't worry about it. How you doing, Sandra? It's great to see you here. We've got 17 in the box, 7 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. I'm surprised there are 17 people here right now. That's interesting. Okay. I got to start doing these walks sooner. Do you folks like this start time for walks at 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific? Is this a good time? Because people are getting off on the East Coast. I think I'm going to start doing walks at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. And I got to get them in earlier because the sun's starting to go down sooner, right? And soon the sun will be going down at 5:30 or 5 o'clock. So I got to get these walks in earlier. Yeah, sooner the better. I get busier, the later it gets, says Casey. Okay, thank you, Casey. Don't be surprised, baby. Surprised? Oh, okay. Are you saying don't be surprised about the numbers being at 16 or whatever, or 17? Is that what you're saying, babe? It's a good surprise, babe. Baby, I'm a realistic person, I'm a realist. And you know what, baby? I'm my own best and worst critic, right? And that's how I better myself. And I go to bed early because I'm old. Yeah, you're 35. Oh, no, maybe you're 25. If GLM is 29, then you're 25, Casey. How's that? I'm tired, been up since 2:30 a.m. We'll get some rest, Sandra. So actually, I'm sitting in my car and was falling asleep, says Sandra. I'm sorry. Sandra, I'm sorry for putting you to sleep. I know you weren't saying that. I was just saying that. Sandra, I'm like ASMR, right? I'm like ASMR. I could put you to sleep, right? LOL, I am, says Sandra. Hello to the lurker, says GLM. Yes, because you are awesome, says respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Well, thank you, babe. I appreciate the pat on the back. So anyway, so like I was saying, it's just really sad what I've seen become worse over the last 5 years, 5 to 10 years, more so the last 5 years since I've been on YouTube, because, a lot of these middle-aged men, age 35 to 55, they come out here on YouTube, right? And they come at guys like me, and they attack guys like me, and it's not just me. There are plenty of other decent guys that are good, down-to-earth guys, decent-looking, dress well, speak well, right? And, are fulfilled and happy deep within, right? And these guys, give me a second here. I've seen that plane before. It glides nice and slow. I love watching this plane because it's not extremely fast. Just gliding beautifully. So yeah, a lot of these guys. And here's the funny thing: I don't even know most of these guys, right? There was a guy. I'll share a story like I was sharing yesterday. There was a guy that was rebroadcasting my live stream yesterday. He's like, I think from the UK or somewhere. I don't know exactly where he was, but I've heard his voice one time. He sounds like he's from another country, right? And he started rebroadcasting some of my live streams occasionally when the usual culprits that have been doing it with my blessing aren't able to do it, right? And I tuned in for literally just, 30 seconds while I was on my walk yesterday to hear what this guy was saying. I'm dating a millennial, but he isn't spoiled or entitled. That's good. Well, GLM, not all millennials are spoiled and entitled. You know that, but that's good. So GLM, you're actually getting some right now. That's good for you. That's why you're so calm. GLM, I've calmed down too. Don't get me wrong, and I've had a woman for over a year. But yeah, Holly says, LOL. She's calmed down because she's getting something. That's good. She's getting someone that she's mentally and emotionally bonding with. I'm happy for you, GLM. I'm proud of you. She says, LOL. Well, I hope you're getting some, are you? That's the whole point. It's not just about that, but that's a part of the relationship, right? Like, I do lots of things with my woman, but I also tear that up. And once she takes care of all of her chronic problems, she's going to be torn up even more, baby. That's why I'm trying to fatten you up a little bit. Thank you, Eli. Well, you're welcome, GLM. No, that's cool. It's all good. It's all good. We've all learned, right? Holly says, GLM, I bet you're happy. Yep. Any more GLM babies? GLM, or have you shut the system down? We get very personal here. No more for Casey. We've already asked her. My woman's factory's closed. LMAO says Casey. He puts it down on me. God help me, says my lady. Come on. What's the big deal? Most guys are not in tune with themselves like I am to talk about this stuff with you ladies. I can talk about the stuff, that you ladies talk about. It fascinates me. Mine is shut down too. Join the club. I think GLM and Casey are the only women under 40 here. I'm currently not pregnant, but I am fertile. Thank you. Well, of course, you're under 40. There's lots of ways to prevent that from happening, GLM. We don't have to go through that. We've already talked about that on this show many times. Hint, hint, IUD is the best one. Anyway, enough of that. So, like I was saying a second ago, this guy was rebroadcasting me yesterday on behalf of other people that normally do it with my blessing, right? And this guy was talking mad smack about me. I don't even know who this guy is. He's some guy, Wisdom OD or OC or whatever. I don't even know what the hell his name is. I can't even remember. It's a long-ass channel name. And what ended up happening was I tuned in, like I said a second ago, I tuned in while I was on the trail yesterday to just hear what this guy was saying, right? I was just curious, you know, because the audience was split, and I don't care. Because they have their audience, I have mine, I don't care, right? And this dude's talking smack about me. He's calling me the Chuck word, you know, the C-U-C-K word. And I'm referring to that as Chuck from here on out, like I said at the beginning of the show, right? He's talking all this mad smack about me, and I'm like, sir, you don't even know who I am. I don't know who you are. I've never said a word about you, right? I've never done one thing to you. Why are you coming at me? You're in a different country, for Christ's sake. And I don't know you, yet you're talking about me like you've known about me for 10 years or known me for 10 years. I'm like, this is really sad and pathetic, right? Hey, Fizzin, I'm doing fine and life is good. Fizzin, just so you know, I will remoderate some people here in the future. Possibly GLM and you, Fizzin. Possibly some other people too. But for right now, just know, for the newcomers here, well, not newcomers, but the people that haven't been here in a while, if Nightbot times you out, the first infraction is only 5 seconds. Each future infraction is only 15 seconds. Bear with me if you get timed out. If you don't have a mod wrench, there are a lot of words that are blocked for obvious reasons. Not all, but many are blocked. And if you get timed out for using the blocked word by mistake that you didn't know, you'll be back in 15 seconds or less. It's good. Your decision either way. LOL. Yeah, how you been doing, man? You know, Fizzin, you know, it's funny. I heard another creator did a video on you saying that, like, that wasn't the real you. It was a fake Fizzin, right? And don't say his name because his name is blocked here. So I wouldn't say his name, but his name is blocked here, right? So he was saying, well, this doesn't sound like the real Fizzin here. This is an imposter Fizzin. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. That's the real Fizzin, for Christ's sake. Fizzin hasn't gone anywhere. Fizzin's the same Fizzin, right? It's good to see you here, though, bro. I kind of miss you, Fizzin. I miss you because you're funny as fuck, man. I got to say, you're a funny dude, man. Lots of love, bro. And you've been through a lot on this platform, too. Oh, that guy, LOL. Yes, it's that guy, Holly. It always leads back to that one guy. Holly, if you haven't figured out, it leads back to people that are paid from the Texas sponsor. That's all it is. That's all it is. And everybody's kind of figured it out by now, and most people have moved on, and, you know, every now and then, the people that are getting paid to make content will talk about us every now and then, but they've moved on to other things primarily. But yeah, I saw that video that was made on you, Fizzin. And I was like, that's the real Fizzin. Fizzin, can you tell Eli that I'm 29? What they tried to say, I was dead. Yeah, that didn't faze me too much. Well, dude, the Fizzin, the dude that made West Coast Pinoy. Okay, so you're no. We still call you Fizzin. He used to be Red Pill Fizzin, right? And now he's West Coast Pinoy 206, right? But we just call him Fizzin, right? So West Coast 206 Pinoy is Red Pill Fizzin. Same thing for those of you that don't know, right? Yeah, no, that dude knew you weren't dead, and he was just trying to gain a little traction, right? See, the thing is, some creators, they'll just make content on a bunch of different people to try to leverage their audience, right? And it's not a bad play as long as there's something decent to leverage, but in their case, there isn't. You've got your own audience that's independent of theirs, right? So there's nothing to take. Your people don't want to be a part of that other audience. And same with mine. And that's what's happening. Yes, correct, because YouTube would have blocked my channel if I named it Fizzin again. Oh, seriously, dude? Oh, did YouTube mess with you for calling your channel Fizzin? Oh, that sucks, dude. That's how we know you. That's your branding. I like a good troll, but that's too much. Let me see here. Anyway, so like I was saying a second ago, so this dude was talking smack about me while rebroadcasting my stream yesterday, right? And so I started calling him out. I said, look, dude, I'm not mad. I'm not triggered. I'm just saying, dude, you don't know me, blah, 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 right? I said that a second ago, right? And then I said this. I said, dude, look, you show up on my copyright match tool. Like every time these people re-upload something to Premiere on any channel they do these premieres on or these live stream simulcasts, right? Every time it shows up on my copyright match tool. Hey, Rosie, how you doing? Still have 16 in the box, 7 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. If you just got here, please do me a favor and smash the thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate it if you could smash the thumbs up, folks. Help me out, help a brother out. So, you know, I told this dude, I said, look, dude, every time you re-upload something or rebroadcast my live streams, my copyright match tool, it shows up. I said, dude, I could take you down for copyright. I could take your whole channel down right now for copyright, but I'm not going to do it. I said, number one, because I made a promise in general to everyone, and I'm not going to do it. And number two, because I really don't care that you're rebroadcasting me, and I want to show you that I'm a better man, right? And this dude had a lot of, he had maybe like 2 or 3 or 4 videos of me that were, you know, live on his channel. They were live stream simulcast replays, right? So after my stream yesterday, I go and I look, and this guy put all those videos to private. And maybe he deleted them afterwards. I don't know. Because here's the thing. On YouTube, let's say you put a piece of content to private and then you delete it, it'll still show private. Even though you deleted it, it'll still show private. So either, you know, those streams, he put them to private or he deleted them after putting them to private, right? Because he feared the copyright stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, GLM. You got timed out for 5 seconds. I don't know why. What did she say? Moderators, help me, because I want to respond to what she said. That's the way we'll handle this for now. I've been accused of blocking the entire alphabet on my channel. I thought the person that said that was fine. I can't remember who said that first, but somebody said, one of the haters at one point said, Eli's blocked the entire alphabet on his channel. It's all good. 11 thumbs up. Thank you so much. Let's get it to 15. Let's get it up to 15 thumbs up before the show ends. If we get it to 15 thumbs up before the show ends, I will do a second stream tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific from the studio. Eli's trolling me through Nightbot. LOL. Well, maybe so, GLM. Maybe you'll earn your wrench back, GLM. GLM, listen, here's the thing. You know I've never really had a problem with you. And I don't think you've had a problem with me. But you were more, how do I say this the right way? You got on YouTube pretty close to the same time I did through this, I Am a Creator group. I think I was on it about a year or so before I met you, right? But you've been doing the trolling thing on YouTube, semi-trolling, entertainment aspect thing, using it for like entertainment. I get it. You've been doing that longer. And, I didn't understand that aspect. So I had to learn, the many different reasons why people use YouTube. So I understand, where your position's been all this time. So I never really had a problem with you. I think the only problem I ever had was when people kept going back and forth with a group of people I no longer associate with. And here's the truth of the matter. I mean, I'm just going to come out and say it, because there are a lot of people here that have come back, and I really appreciate that. I really am grateful and thankful, right? But really, the only people I really don't want to deal with are people that are being paid to make content on me. And here's the thing, I don't even hate those people. I don't hate anybody, right? But people that are paid to make content on me, I can't work with them. I can't work with them, and it's a conflict of interest, right? So anyone that associates with those people that are being paid to make content on me in a way that makes no sense, and they're doing it just because they need to do it to keep getting paid, I couldn't associate with those people. So, I think a lot of people kept going back and forth, and then finally most of you just said, hey, we get this, we understand this now. And I think, you tell me, GLM, be honest with me, do you now understand what I was dealing with? Do you not understand why those people are doing what they're doing? It's a job, it's a business, right? So anyway, we're running out of time here, folks. We have 13 thumbs up. We need 2 more thumbs up, and I'll do a stream from the studio tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, for a couple hours from the studio. Right here on Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams. And then I got to start putting out some content again on the main channel. Whew. 16 thumbs up. Thank you so much. Lots of love. Thank you. Thank you to those that are thumbing this up. I appreciate you. Unless you're trolls and you're going to take away the thumbs up afterwards. What did GLM just say? Can you guys copy and paste that? And I'll read it. Eli, in your opinion, why do you think other YouTubers are so concerned about who you are or aren't dating? Well, let me answer that, Fizz, and I may stay on the air a little bit longer. They don't really care at all. Fizz, and here's the thing. Those people you were involved with, right? As weird as it may seem, they're just doing their job, right? Now, I may not like their job. You may not like their job. And most others they've encountered may not like their job and what they're getting paid for, but they're getting paid to create this type of content. And that's the truth of the matter, So the bottom line is, there are people that hate me. And listen, there really aren't that many people that hate me left, right? There's maybe 5 or 10, 12, 15 of them, right? It's a small group of people, right? Compared to the 2.5 billion people on YouTube, right? Hey, RJ, how you doing, bro? Are you safe out there in Florida, man? I hope you're safe, dude. I hope Hurricane Ian just decides, hey, you know what? I'm not going to stop in Florida. I'm going to stick out in the water. Or I'm going to stay out in the water. I'm not going to hit land or anywhere near land. RJ says, yes, Everyone says hi. Sandra says hi. RJ says yes. Holly says, RJ, are you okay? Senator Palacio, that old stuff is squash, GLM. At Coach Eli, 2 live streams. I'm here, brother. Welcome to the show. GLM said, I don't like the mob against one person long term. Well, again, you guys have to understand. It all boils down to one thing. It all boils down to the sponsor in Texas that has a boner for me, right? Why do you think I don't get mad at there are 2 people that are getting paid good money to make content on me. Why do you think I don't copyright strike them anymore? Why do you think I'm not mad at them anymore? Because, yes, should they be doing it, even if it's a part of their stipulation to get paid? No. But again, that's what the sponsor is paying them to do. And it's easy money for them to make, right? Is it right? No. But that's what's happening, Fizzin. Fizzin, that's what's happening, right? And as long as he keeps making the stipulation that they get paid at least partially for making constant content on me, they're going to keep doing it, right? So I've just said, hey, you know what? Do you? I'm not going to copyright strike you. I'm not going to really even talk about you. Every now and then when people ask, all I do is I share what's going on. I'm not even trying to talk smack about them, right? I'm not. I'm letting them be, right? But yeah, you guys ask a legitimate question. Yeah, I'm going to answer it. And that's what's going on. Got 20 thumbs up, 15 in the box. Thank you so much for being here. GLM, right. Look at the people who hate you. They're miserable. No, I know that. And here's the thing, GLM. You know that. Holly knows that. My lady knows that. Right? And here's the thing. The 2 people that are getting paid the most, or there are 2 or 3 people that are getting paid the most to do this type of content. Can you guys put what West Coast 26 Pinoy just said? He got timed out. I want you to copy and paste what he put in there. Sorry, man. The 3 people that are getting paid a decent amount, they're just doing it for entertainment and it's a paycheck. And I don't really think that those people are really bad. I don't really think they're bad people per se, but they're coming off that way because their target audience is crazy, bad, weird people that they have to keep entertained so they fulfill their sponsorship agreement and get further donations from those people on top of the sponsorship money. That's all it boils down to. That's it. Okay, Nightbot, my bad. Yeah, I'll take care of that. Fizzin, man, we go back. And, dude, I've always had respect for you, man. Because you're not a bad guy. Sometimes you'll do some funny stuff. But it's entertainment, dude. I know deep down inside, you're a good dude. Have we all done some things in the past? Sure, man. But, no, Fizzin, man. I'm really glad to see you around, bro. And you're West Coast, bro, just like me, so it's all good, right? West Coast is the best coast, especially for streaming, right? Business said, yeah, but why is the sponsor paying them to do that? Because he has a boner for me, because the sponsor doesn't like me. The sponsor gets off on people like myself that live a good life and come from a good family. He's getting off on the fact that, because of what he's done in the past, it doesn't affect me anymore. It used to until I figured it out. But basically, he gets off on the fact that he's paying these people to basically stunt my growth and ruin my chances of being successful on YouTube, right? That one didn't even make the chat, huh? Hey, Holly, you can send me a screenshot of what that troll said behind the scenes. That'd be great. Can you, if you can do that, please, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. That's the first troll we've had all afternoon. See, Nightbot's been doing a good job. Let me show you folks the marina during the daytime. Last time I was out here, I believe it was a little bit closer to the evening. It's nice and calm out here. Don't have to worry about those hurricanes or anything like that. DLM place to go. I just got home. I can always go home. West Coast 206 Pinoy. Fizzin says, I'm just a human being with real feelings and emotions. That's all, LOL. Well, that's what I respect about you, Fizzin. West Coast Pinoy 206. And I know, man, there were times where you and I both got triggered, man. You got super triggered. But you know what, Fizzin? You always had a good reason to be triggered. Because that's what these people used to do. They used to trigger us on purpose, you know? You know, we had guys, I'll mention the one guy, JB Gunner, and he's backed off and done his own thing. Then the other guy, you know, the late 30s millennial guy now, used to be the mid 30s millennial, the late 30s millennial guy, right? And then any of their, you know, newly paid new, known associates, right? Just got done with my nails, heading home. Right on, baby. Thank you for letting me know. I'm like that old funky song from the 80s, I'm only human of flesh and blood. Yeah, Human was by that wasn't Human League, was it, that sang that song? I'm only human, born to make mistakes, right? All right. It is a human league, so I was right. It is the Human League, right? The Human League sang the song Human, right? I'm only human, born to make mistakes, right? Yeah. GLM, unlike some people, we don't rely on groups to fit in or be happy, right, GLM? See, here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with being a part of a group. But it's about being a part of the right group that suits you, right? If you're not into endless, nonsensical, stupid YouTube drama, then those groups aren't for you. Look at this. They just put a new sign here. Dog park. And one day, baby, we're going to dock our boat out here. Sing it, Eli. Maybe I'll do that from the studio tonight with my Shure SM7B. It might make my voice sound a little bit better. 21 thumbs up, still 12 in the box. Thank you so much for being here, folks. I mean, I'll tell you this. You know, if you're going to live in an apartment, this is, and money's not an issue because this ain't cheap. This is the place to live. And then dock your boat down here. But see, a lot of these people, they don't even live in these apartments here. They just dock their boats here. People that can typically afford boats live in a house because they can afford a house. All right, let's get your questions, comments, concerns in the chat. We're going to be going off the air in just a few minutes here. Staying a little longer today because I started early. That's a nice marina. Bet they have a nice seafood restaurant there. They actually don't have a restaurant here. They used to have some restaurants out here Not in this area, one exit down, Seaport Boulevard. We used to have a restaurant called Charlie Brown's, but they shut it down. I think there's another restaurant there now. But out here where I'm at, Bar Island, there are no restaurants here. They should actually open up a restaurant here. I think the reason why they haven't done it, Fizzin, is, the commercial lease for a place the size of a restaurant out here would be astronomical. It'd be hard to make profit. That's the problem. The real estate out here is outrageous, brother. But if they put a restaurant out here, I'd come to it all the time because I love being out by the water. Because it's nice and cool, and you get that nice breeze, and you get to look at the water, and you can have a nice cocktail, with a nice view, right? But it's the San Francisco Bay Area, dude. It would cost way, way too much. I gotta make a few calls. I will catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by, GLM, and thank you as well, West Coast 206 Pinoy. Here in Seattle, we have so many good seafood places to eat and surrounding areas. Bye, GLM, says Holly. Yeah. No, are you close to the water, bro? Yeah, you're close to the water. So you probably have some really nice places there with a beautiful view and nice breeze and all that. It's all good. Guys, you need to start focusing more on yourselves and bettering yourselves than shaming other men in real life or on the internet. You guys got to cut that out, seriously. And here's the thing. You can come at me and talk all the shit you want about me, right? You can make fun of me all you want. But see, I'm not the only one you make fun of. You make fun of anyone that you feel is in a better place than you are. Now, you're not going to admit that we're in a better place than you are, but us guys that are in a better place than you are, we know that because of the way that you come at us, right? When you come at us and talk shit about us when we know we have our shit together, we know you're projecting. It's an obvious thing, right? Senator Palacio, so I guess you're streaming tonight, right? Yes, I am. 21 thumbs up. 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on Coach Eli, 2 authentic live streams. I got a few topics in mind. I'll pick one. I will do a really good show tonight. We'll have an engaging show. And who knows, maybe I might even open up the StreamYard for known people behind the scenes. Fizzin, are you on Facebook, bro? If we can connect on Facebook, I can add you to our group. Fizzin, connect with me on Facebook. And same with you, GLM, if you can. At least on Messenger. Elias, Dimitri, Melas, send me a Messenger request and send me a voice message so I can verify it's you. And we will add you to the group behind the scenes and get you guys moderated. Yes, we're on the beautiful Puget Sound. And by the way, the platinum selling saxophonist Kenny G is from Seattle. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Kenny G. Kenny G, amazing dude. Amazing dude. Oh, yeah. I'm not even going to try to, hum in saxophone sound, Kenny G music. But yeah, guys, seriously, start to focus more on yourself. Better yourself. Become the best version of yourself you can be. Become a better human being. Start to become more appreciative of other guys and other people in general. Be humble. Don't attack people. Learn from other people, right? Look, I know a lot, and I'm very experienced. Probably more than most. But there are still many people that have more experience than me that I learn from, or I learn more from each and every day. No matter how good of a person you become, no matter how much you learn, you should always be a student as well. You see, I may have been a coach now for 5.5 years. And I may have been a student for decades before that, right? But I'm still a student today. The best coaches are also students too. We're always students because we never stop learning, right? And that's the way you folks should look at it. Never look at anyone else that's better than you are at things as an enemy. Look at them as a friend. Look at them as someone that you can learn from and become better from, right? And never try to compete with these people. Try to join forces with them, because those are the types of people that can make your life shoot forward to the stratosphere. Those are the types of people that if you just listen to them and learn from them, that's what's going to bring you the best and most success in your life. You can always learn, says Holly. Hey, y'all, says Rosie. Hey, Rosie. All right, folks, we're leaving 12 in the box, 21 thumbs up. We'll see you tonight right here on Coach Eli, 2 authentic live streams at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. I got to go home, eat, relax a bit, talk to my lady before she goes to darts, and talk to you all later. By the way, the replay may not be available for about 20 to 30 minutes. YouTube, again, is having problems shutting down these streams. But what I will do is I will turn the DVR on at the end of the show, so if it still shows live stream offline, you'll be able to refresh and scrub all the way back and watch the show from the beginning, any parts you missed. All right, see you then, says West Coast 206 Pinoy. See you then, brother. Have a good one, everyone. Take care, and as always, be good to each other.